This Thursday is my anatomy scan. I told the scheduler, I'm a surrogate. This isn't my baby. If I didn't need to be there, I wouldn't be there. Oh my goodness. Okay, 19 week update. Not a lot has happened in the last week, except it's freaking snowing again. It has snowed like 3 times in the last week. I can't believe it. It's crazy. I mean, I keep thinking it's crazy, but as Facebook, you know how you get on Facebook that's like on this day, and then it has, the posts that you've made over the years on that like specific day. It says like, it's snowing again. And I keep forgetting that it snows in March here. It just seems weird to me. When you think March, you think it's the end of winter. Spring is just around the corner. It should be warming up and being sunny and not snowing anymore. No, it still snows here. So my cousin actually texted me today before she came over, and she's like, it's not snowing at your house, is it? I was like, no. She goes, okay, because there's like a winter warning, which I thought was interesting. So she came over, cleaned my house, left. My son and I went to the store, come back out to the car, and it's snowing. Get home and there's huge snowflakes coming down. It's so weird. Anyway, I am 19 weeks now. This Thursday is my anatomy scan. Very excited for that. When I scheduled the anatomy scan, I told the scheduler, I was like, look, I'm a surrogate. This isn't my baby. And both the parents really want to come to this anatomy scan. And he was like, well, with COVID and the restrictions and yada, yada, yada. I'm so sick of people using COVID as an excuse. Sick of it. It's been 3 years. Get over it. I absolutely hate it. They use the COVID excuse for everything. Anything they don't want to do. Oh, can't do that because of COVID. You could if you wanted to. I digress. So I told the guy, I was like, they both want to be there for the anatomy scan. And he's like, well, with COVID, you're only allowed to have one person come into the room, but I'll make a note that says that you're a surrogate and that both the parents want to be there. He said, more than likely, they will have one of the parents come in with you, and then halfway through switch out and the other parent can come in. What's the difference if they're both in there or if they switch and halfway through one leaves and the other, what's the difference? They live in the same house. They both work from home. If one has COVID, they both have COVID. I don't see what the big deal is, honestly. I'm sick and tired of it. Doctors' offices are booked months out. Oh, well, because of COVID and staffing shortages and I get it. People don't want to work now. It's hard to find anybody to work. We're having this issue at my work, but we're still functioning like normal, if that makes sense. I'm over it. I'm so freaking over it. I hate the COVID excuse. That's all it is. It's an excuse. Anyway, I am very excited for the anatomy scan. My case manager called me last week She was like, hey, so it's coming up soon. I was like, yeah, it's on Thursday. She's like, great, I'll make a note. And, you know, she's probably going to text me in the morning of. I explained the whole thing and told her, because she asked me, like, oh, are the parents going to, you know, Zoom or like phone call or video chat or whatever? I was like, no, they're both going to be there. I told her, I was like, I really don't like confrontation, but I'm fully gonna be that person that's gonna be like, they both need to come in the room. I will talk to the supervisor if necessary. Like, this needs to happen. And of course, they're very like, oh, thank you so much for advocating for us. It's like, you totally should be there to see your baby. If I didn't need to be there, I wouldn't be there, but I have to be there. Like, I really feel strongly that they should be a part of it. So that's coming up on Thursday. I will let you know how it goes. Hopefully it won't be a problem. I hope people are going to be cool about this, but we'll see. Last week, the nurse from my doctor's office called me. She's like, hey, I have your test results. Great. I had blood drawn the week before, 2 weeks ago. And I couldn't remember what exactly it was for, but I knew it was some screening for something. She calls me and she's like, hey, I have the results of your blah, 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 some acronym, whatever. She goes, the results were negative. Okay. And I was like, and that's good? She's like, yeah, that's good. I was like, okay, what is it testing for? I totally forgot. She's like, oh, you know, it's for the, like, she couldn't remember what it was for. And so while I was on the phone, she was like Googling it. I could tell. And she's like, yeah, so it's the test that, you know, tests for, what did she say? It was something for like spinal development. So basically checking to make sure that the spinal cord is developing and attaching properly. So that's good. It was negative for abnormalities, basically. Like, she didn't even say, so that's good. Like, at the end, like, yeah, your test results were negative, so that's good. Like, no, it was, your test results were negative. It was really funny. Anyway. Okay, so the baby is the size of an heirloom tomato, 9.5 inches head to toe, and just over 9.5 ounces. Picture of the baby. It's still very skinny. Fingerprints are forming. Sensory development is exploding. That doesn't sound good. Okay, this is my favorite one. Shows you how big the baby is inside of you. I'm telling you, it feels twice that size. So the thing on here, it says, pregnancy symptoms during week 19, round ligament pain. As your uterus grows, the ligaments that connect it to your pelvis stretch and thicken. This can cause sharp, stabbing pain called round ligament pain. The sensation may feel like it starts deep inside your groin and moves upward and outward toward either side and to the top of your hips. If round ligament pain strikes, stop and rest if you can. Avoid movements or positions that trigger it. Round ligament pain is brief and should ease quickly. So I've already been having round ligament pain. I wouldn't describe it quite like they did. It just feels like, you can't even see. It feels like between your hips and your like uterus is what it feels like to me. I don't know. It is like a sharp, stabbing, crampy pain. But thankfully it doesn't happen very often. I'm hoping since this is my 4th pregnancy, it's not going to be hardly noticeable. I'm trying to think what else I can update you on. Not very much has happened. I mean, I go to work, I come home, I get groceries. Like, nothing really is happening that's exciting right now. this week anyway. Next week's update will have more like content about the anatomy scan and how that went. Hopefully it's not too much drama. Yeah, I think that's all I got really. It's gonna be a short update. That's for sure. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, you can follow me on these social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can follow along with my surrogacy journey and all the ups and downs and the drama that goes with it. Luckily, there's not too much drama so far, but we shall see. Have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!